What's up, y'all? It's your girl Nikki from TSV TV, back with episode 3 of Throwback Thursday. In this video, we're going to be talking about, come here, bootlegs.
You need to leave.
That's right, you heard me. Bootlegs in the vintage community. I'm going to be showing some of my favorite bootlegs from this past year as well as this year. And we're going to be talking about if it actually has a place in vintage. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so this first tee is a Men in Black boot done by Philo Thrifts. That's his name on Instagram. It's Men in Black. Wow, I can't talk. Super crispy all over. I mean, this nice black shirt. It does have his custom tag. Triple F's Philo Freaking Fuego. Designed in the Philippines of the USA fabric, and the care on the back. It says, "Wash your damn clothes, you filthy animals," with his Instagram handle here, and it's on the Bayside tag. Super crispy, just all around super crispy, but check out that back. That back hit is just like, that's the one. Like, that's just nice, right? Super, super nice. Super crispy, just like, hey. Nice little screen print. I think he said he used 23 screen prints. Super nice. Really liking the colors on it and just the graphic overall. This next one is a boot done by All American on Instagram. This is the Halloweentown Bootleg. This is by far one of my favorites. It's a favorite movie. I mean, everybody grew up watching this on Disney Channel. It's on the Comfort Watch, so just a blank black tee. Super fine with me though. This back hit, look at that, man. This is crazy. Have the taxi. All of it. And I don't know if you can see that crazy graphic right there. Just bring it closer. Like, all the details in this is just amazing. All around, definitely one of my favorites of the ones that I'll be showing today. This next one is the Storm Bootleg done by Chronic Images. I mean, this one is by far, like, this is probably my favorite one thus far. Like, Chronic Images just does an amazing job on his bootlegs. Like, this is like all over print, has the lightning, nice little like added details of just like the fraying on her cape, just like all around. This is the one. He has his own custom tag. This one, which is really interesting, is single stitch. So the way that they made it is single stitch top and bottom. Like I said, this is like an all over print. Literally, it goes from the front to the back with that graphic, and then that piece is just like, this is definitely my favorite bootleg. This next one is definitely my second favorite. This one is the Nightmare Before Christmas. This one is done by All American and Street Couture on IG. Street Couture is in the Philippines, I believe, but like, he just does an amazing job. Like, another all over print. This one's amazing. This is definitely my second favorite. I haven't even worn this one yet. Like, that front hit is crazy, but this back hit with Boogie Oogie, like, whew, this is crazy. This one is like absolutely amazing. He has the dice. He has the Santee up here. Like, the bones. Like, this is crazy. Then he had Jack. Like, this one is absolutely amazing. And it's just like, you can't go wrong with this one. This one does, like I said, I haven't worn it yet. Still has the care instructions. Peel that off. And it has Street Couture's his own custom like tag, which I think is really cool. And I mean, this one, this shirt can do its own talking. Like, I don't even have to say anything. Just look at this. This is gonna just wear amazingly. I can't wait to wear it. This next one is really simple, but really plays on just like the Cartoon Network box logo, like just simple hit. This one is done by Vintage with a Plan and Vintage Animation on Instagram. They took the tag off of, I'm pretty sure it was a Comfort Colors. They took the tag off and just like put their own tag, which is really cool, to copy off like the Cartoon Network tags. And then they put their own, you know, little IG handles, the date, all of that on it. So that's really cool. It's a simple Billy and Mandy, but check that out. Like, look at that. It's just a super little, nice little detail to have. All around really cool. And I like that it's on a gray shirt. Like, I think that just makes it super unique. And yeah, happy to get this one. I just got this one. Actually had early access on this one because if you know anything about boots, and you know they sell out like that, and then they're done most of the time in people's DMs, so you really have to just like be on it and be patient. And so I got access to this, you know, we were chopping it up in the DMs, and then he's just like, hey, yeah, you wanna buy it ahead of time? I was like, hell yeah. So here you go. Here's this one. Just got this in Monday. This next one needs no explanation, but this one's done by All American again. I mean, I have a couple of his boots at this point. I actually have the sweatshirt that came like this. I think he only made like 5 or 6 of them outside of the one he made for himself. And so I copped that one as well as the tee. I love this movie, literally. I mean, I grew up watching Home Alone 1 and Home Alone 2. I saw that they came out with some other ones, but no, I'm not watching that. I mean, this is just like a Kevin McAllister rap tee. Like, you can't go wrong with this. Look at that flowiness. It's just like, and then the details on this are just amazing. Like, check out all these details with the big face, the staple face, but check out that back. Like, you can't go wrong with this at all. So many colors. You can pair this with so many shoes. If you actually go to Instagram and look at the post where I posted about this, you'll see all the shoes that I just like laid out to just be like, oh man, yeah, you could pair this with so many different shoes. So yeah, this one, super cool. Like I said, I do have the sweatshirt for it as well, but just wanted to show you guys the shirt. It's on the Comfort Colors again. Most of All American boots are on that Comfort Colors. So yeah. All right, so this next one looks super simple until you see the back. This is one of 1980-something Co's shirts that he released. So I guess we can call it a bootleg. That's what we'll call it. It's his own like idea stash raiders here on YouTube. And the reason I got it is just I really love the colors on the back of it, and you can just put it with so much. It just gives me like a cool summer vibes. But let me go ahead and show you. This one's on a Bayside tag. Nice little muddy here, and then that back hit that's where it's at. Like, that's crazy. And I'm pretty sure this like picture is from one of his episodes, so feel free to check that out if you want. 1-800-STASH Raiders. Call now for next day stash evaluation. And it's just really cool. So yeah. This next one is another 1980-something Co. This one is a bootleg. It's the Bugs Life. It's the 2, I guess, Beatles, you could say. Super cool, really, really cool. I like the colors on it. I think it just really pops. And I mean, super just clean graphic, right? He has his own little date down there, or, you know, just like his own branding with his own tag, which is, I think that's just really cool when they can put their own tag on it. But check out this back. Like, I only got 24 hours to live, and I ain't gonna waste it here. All right, so our very last one is these all over print Dexter boot by Vintage Vitamin on Instagram. And this one's unlike the other one. So yes, it's screen printed and things like that, but this one is a friends and family release only that I just happened to secure. This one is single stitch, like true single stitch, because it's on a vintage blank. This one's on a Stafford tag. Like I said, it is truly single stitch top and bottom, which is really cool, right? So this one just like knocks all those boxes. Hey, if you're gonna do a boot, then it needs to be on a vintage blank. Hey, well, Vintage Vitamin did it. This one's really cool. The front is obviously like really nice, but then you also have this back. Like, that is crazy. Like, this is the main reason I got it. This is absolutely crazy. And just what makes it crazy is not only is like Dexter in his like robo outfit that he created, but also it just has like the Cartoon Network hit, and it tells you like who it's from. Vintage Vitamin right here. I know it's gonna be backwards, but hey. And then it also says not Cartoon Network produced, obviously, so I thought that was really cool. It's just like a play on words. But another thing that makes this really cool is like this right here is like it responds to light, and so you can like see the lines. I'll put a clip in so I can show you like what it looks like. And so it's almost like it glows in the dark. So that's like, just picture this wearing this like in the dark somewhere, then this is gonna like show. So that's that part, that detail right there is what made me get this one. All right, now that we've talked about my favorite bootleg pickups, let's talk about its place in vintage. I mean, if you're on any of the IG lives, like if you're just in the vintage community on Instagram, any way, shape, form, or fashion, like if you're a seller, if you're a collector, if you just like to lurk, you know that in recent weeks, like bootlegs have been a huge topic. From Bit Stitch doing an article on it, I'll link that below, about how one guy, anonymous person, said that he was sued by Disney, like to stop printing bootlegs, from people like All American, 1980 something Code, Philo's, Thrifts, all these people making bootlegs. And you know, do they actually have a place in vintage? In my opinion, yes, because at the end of the day, it's a t-shirt, right? If we think back to the 90s, the parking lot boots where people were making these Erykah Badu's, these Fugees, these Tupac and Biggie's, all of these shirts were pretty much screen printed like shirts that we now consider to be rap tees. You know, these are the shirts that we're paying $500 plus for, but they started out and originated pretty much the same way that a lot of these boots are. You know, somebody had an idea based off an event or music artists at the time, and they wanted to create it and put something out for people that would, you know, benefit from it. They would buy it while they're at the concerts. I mean, whether it's from the actual artist or it's just, you know, in the parking lot. At the end of the day, it's something that we now hold cherish, and at the end of the day, it's now something that we like all, you know, we cherish, and we say, hey, this is a rap tee, this shit is exclusive. So why do we think that these, you know, hold any less weight? Maybe now they do, but in the future, you know, 20, 30 years from now, our kids and our kids' kids, they're not going to be listening to some of the same artists that, you know, we listen to, that we have the rap tees for. They're probably going to be going back to some of these movies, and, you know, and for other bootlegs that people are creating now, they're going to be, you know, that's what is going to be their grail at the time. So I just feel like at the end of the day, no need to pocket watch, no need to talk about what somebody's doing. If you don't want to participate, if you don't want to buy it, just don't do it. Simple as that, you know? Everybody has every right to do whatever they want to do and follow their creative vision. So why, you know, even talk down on that? Because at the end of the day, what are you trying to do? You're trying to sell a shirt, make a profit, buy some more, and repeat the process. You know, it's like a rinse and repeat process. These people are just taking it a different step. They may be selling true vintage tees with dates and things like that on the heavyweight cotton, on the AAA tag, on the M&Os, you know. But now they're taking it a step further and creating something that they either don't see or, you know, they want to see. And for people who, you know, copy and paste, I've seen those as well. I mean, at the end of the day, hey, that's just their lack of creativity, or, I mean, if they thought that was original, then that's just what they thought. That's their opinion. Just like I have mine, you have yours, we're all entitled to it. So at the end of the day, I just say, hey, respect, love, get your money up. Everything else, nothing else matters. If you want to buy, if you want to support, do that. If you don't, shut up. Simple as that, right? And I know it's also like, oh, you could print this, you could source vintage blanks, and you could print it on that. At the end of the day, everything is about creating something initially, right? They had this idea, they had this passion. They sit down, they draw it out. Or if they don't even go through that, they have some type of creative process to jumpstart their creation of the boot. And then from there, they want to make a profit off of it. So if you're gonna have to spend $1,000 on shirts and typically your profit is $1,000, now you only really make a true profit of $1,000. So it's like, why would I even do that when I could spend $50 on all these shirts and they're not true vintage blanks, but hey, they offer some comfort, you know, they maybe are a little roomier, you know, they fit the dimensions for what I need, and they still, you know, they still give a good quality print, whether it's a screen print or digital conversion, like whatever, however it's put on a t-shirt, you know. At the end of the day, how they purchase and what they purchase to put the print on makes up for their bottom line. And I mean, hey, at the end of the day, if you have a platform to create something that people want to buy, why not do it? Especially if it's something that you're truly passionate about. At the end of the day, we're all doing this. We're all buying, selling, whatever, because we have a passion for it. And I'm not going to knock someone else's passion to do something because I don't truly support it. I don't feel like it has a true role in vintage. Maybe not now it's not vintage, but in the future it will be, just like every other thing that we have. Like, if it has a date, cool. If it doesn't, it still at some point has some type of time mark and place, and it has some type of place in history because it's not current right now. Take, for example, shirt I have on today, right? Catwoman. It is a 1996 DC Comics Catwoman with the sleeve hit, super crispy colors. At the time, this was just a DC Comics shirt, right? You probably could have bought this at Hot Topic, but now it's vintage. It's worth money to a certain extent. If you get it to the right buyer, they're gonna pay a pretty penny. If you don't get it to the right buyer, you know, they're gonna pay whatever you say is worth at that point, potentially. So I say all this to say, y'all, just focus on you. If you like it, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. No need to, you know, sit up here and just try to shit on somebody else's parade, when at the end of the day, it's just like, it's a passion. Somebody else has a passion and they want to display their passion in a different way. So do yours, focus on you. Guess what? You won't be worried about anybody else. So that's my rant, y'all. And I said all that to say, look, here I am voicing an opinion, but I'm just like, at the end of the day, shut up. Like, me too included. I'm just like, hey, let me just make a video on it. Let me see what y'all think. So in the comments, go ahead and tell me how you feel about boots. Do they fit? Should they be printed on vintage blanks? Should they be single stitch? Should they be double stitch? Like, what's their role in the vintage community? If they don't have a role, you know, just, hey, voice your opinions down below in the comments. I will be reading. I will be responding. And hey, if you know any of these people personally, hey, send them to the video. Let them know at the end of the day, I support what I like. And that's it. So thank y'all for watching. Hear my little rant. It's over now. Don't worry. No need to continue to try to skip through. So thank y'all for watching this episode 3 of Throwback Thursday. I'll see you on another one. Peace.